I kind of have been feeling myself that this time it's sort of like determining what is important to you, reevaluating everything that you're doing and
Yes.
choosing the things that you're going to move forward with and what you're going to leave. It's almost
Yeah.
like, spring cleaning time, like cleaning out the closet. Like, I don't need this stuff anymore, and I'm not going to ever wear that, and I'm not ever going to do this ever again. And moving into, well, these are the 2 or 3 things that I'm going to move forward with. And so you're putting more attention on those and getting rid of the others. Even the flower garden, if I go back to that, just littered with plants. I'll just pull the roots of the periwinkle out, and we'll
Babe.
and he was like, nope, I don't want to deal with any of these. Let's just go buy new plants. Because first of all, there's a lot of time spent, right, in nurturing what you have. So I caved, and I'm like, he's right. It's easier. And right now, easier is better, because really, when you're talking about the days being so full,
They are too. And it
and it
feels
was
like
less
it's going
struggle.
faster. Yeah.
There's a balance between saving something, anything, I don't care what it is, saving something, and in the struggle that goes along with that. And so I just realized, like, that's another area of my life that I have allowed myself to struggle.
Yeah.
Right.
And
So
it was like brought to your awareness. And
yeah,
then the universe has to bring up situations and people and circumstances, and they have to put it in your path. And you have to be aware enough in those moments when it's there. And that's where those tests come in, right? To test what we're learning. This is Earth School. Like, we have the capability to be in that awareness, to say, like we said last time, it's not happening to us. It's happening for us. We have to drop complete control of what we expect any outcome to be, because it's going to be completely different than you can imagine most of the time.
where are you working too hard? Nothing should be that hard. The more awareness you have, the easier life should be. And so in that moment, I'm like, man, he's right. Do I really want to spend that time and energy with that? Or can I just
Start over
start over
and
and
bless the
start fresh?
plans and say thank you for the journey that we were on. And in those like neutralizing moments where you're like, oh yeah, I don't need that in my life anymore. And now I have the unshakable confidence to sit here and say, I can take the next step, right? Like, it's been brought to our awareness, and now I'm like, yeah, I don't need that. Bye.
Then you have to look at all the other things you got on your plate, and what
Oh,
ones am I going to let go of, because I shouldn't have to work that hard. Of whatever you're doing, what areas are really working, and it's easy,
yes,
and
and fun.
it brings me joy and fun, right?
Yes,
And
everything should be fun. You should be having fun. Even if you drop a jar of spaghetti sauce on the floor, if you don't laugh, you're only hurting yourself. You
yeah,
can't control what just happened. We don't have to get angry at it. And I feel like in those moments, there's brief seconds where you get that emotion. You get to decide. I get to control me.
sometimes that means it's okay to get angry,
I'm learning that too. That came up
right?
this week. Ooh, good segue. Healthy
It's
anger
okay
will
to be
propel you
upset.
forward. Yes, it is. Oh, it's so
But
good.
then the next choice is, well, how long am I going to allow myself to feel that way? Because it really
And
doesn't
it's
feel good.
I mean, but we're still human, and every emotion is welcome. Saying yes to all of them as they come, and we can
Yeah,
just be a witness and not identify with them. And if
right.
it's something that keeps looping, that's how you know that there's a root there, and you can do the work to tap into that. But it's not all the time.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who are on
Completely.
like a spiritual path get to this point where they're like, oh, I can't think that negative thought, and I can't be
Oh
angry.
yeah, I was there.
I have to be like this, because this is all wrong. And it's not that it's wrong. It's just that you don't really want to stay there, because it doesn't feel good. And so if you can get to the place where you realize that, and then move back into it and say, well, it's okay that I feel that way,
Yep.
but how long am I going to allow myself to feel that way? Because
Oh,
it doesn't feel good. And a lot of people are like that, like all of the time. And so they're always in struggle.
I
And
have
I
an
look back
answer.
on my life and I'm like, man, I struggled. There were lots of things that I was thinking were a certain way or had to be a certain way, and that just creates animosity. When somebody wants to change
Control.
something, you can get upset. Yeah, controlling,
It's
and I think,
control and divine surrender. You have to
yeah,
let go of what you think it's going to be, and then it will present itself to you in ways you never imagined. It gives me goosebumps because this is the
yes,
life I live now.
yeah, your
It's
whole
a
whole life.
synchronistic event,
And I
and
think part of that is just because there's not enough people who have awareness that are teaching it to their children, like how to think differently and live differently. And so everyone is going through this early phase in their life, hopefully not past their 30s, where they finally somewhere in their 30s say, I'm not going to do this anymore, or I'm not going to allow this anymore. And then you move into a new stage in your life where you're starting to take like a different kind of approach to control. Like,
Oh
I
yeah.
can't control what's happening outside of me, but I can certainly control what's inside of me.
Me.
And start changing the way you approach your life.